Please help us!
Got us alive! Let's see. Dozen of them, one of me. What's that? Someone there? Just another day being Spider-Man. Nice try! Come over here! Really use some cover!
Heads up!
Whoa! Holy fire! That was close.
With the You guys look great. I'm just saying. You look great.
Looks like I got some friends too. Avengers, assemble. Bad guy, scatter.
Couldn't have put it better myself, buddy.
What can you see? Keep moving, guys, keep moving. Come on, let's go. This way!
Come on, put her there. Woo! Spider-Man. Spider-Man. We'll keep working on it, bud.
PlayStation.
Coming soon to PC and consoles. Jack was enjoying his retirement until they needed him for one final mission.
Not interested.
It involves Laura and a dangerous mind control virus.
Laura.
Now, Jack must use his quick wit and his charms
Excuse me, is that the only way out of here?
to save the world from a madman.
It will be the greatest biological conquest of all.
And to save the girl who got away.
I love you.
Oh, please. Me and every other girl you bump into.
This summer, you control the action in the most outrageous FMV game never released. Timothy Bottoms is American Hero.
Jack is back.
Hi, I'm Daniel, assistant producer and senior QA at Drinkbox Studios.
And I'm Josh, a fellow QA person here at Drinkbox.
We're here to show you some gameplay of our action RPG, Nobody Saves the World.
You play as Nobody, who discovers that the evil Calamity has reawakened, just as the ultra-powerful magician Nostramagus has gone missing. You're trying to locate Nostramagus to get his help, but in the meantime you find his wand, which lets you transform into a bunch of different forms.
That's right. As your forms level up, they unlock new abilities and even more forms, which you can see here. They level up by completing quests, which are these little challenges tailor-made for each form that you do as you go through the game's many dungeons. And let's fast forward a little and take a look at one of those dungeons right now. We're in this sort of gritty jail area called the Clank at the moment.
Right, and as you can see here, this game has online co-op. When you're in co-op, the game gets a little harder to compensate for having 2 players. Daniel is using the rat form, and I'm using the horse. Together we make a pretty mediocre petting zoo.
Oh, a beautiful, mediocre pair of animals. I'll be able to unlock another ability for the rat if I complete one of the rat's quests. And there we go. The rat's ranked up, and I've unlocked a new skill. This is one of my favorite skills in the game, Detonate Poison. The rat is really good at poisoning enemies, and this skill lets me basically blow up any enemies that are poisoned all at once. It's pretty powerful.
So one of the major concepts of Nobody Saves the World is that once you unlock customization, forms can equip abilities from all other forms. This lets you create a lot of really interesting synergies between skills. I'm just gonna go into the menu for a second, and I'm gonna give my horse the ranger's poison tipped ability, which makes all of my attacks apply poison. The horse's gallop ability lets it run around super fast and damage enemies it hits. So I'll be able to poison them really quickly, and then you can detonate even more enemies.
Nice. That's pretty great, but we can make it even better. Like, I can equip Quick Cooldown, which will lower the time it takes to use Detonate Poison again, so I can use it more often.
And I can put Stat Explosion on my horse, so that I trigger an extra explosion immediately when poisoning enemies.
2 explosions per enemy sounds pretty good to me for sure.
Oh yeah.
So this was just a couple of examples of how we could quickly synergize both our builds to play off each other, but there's so much more to discover in the final game.
Totally, and by playing in co-op, you basically double your opportunities of making wild combos happen.
Thanks for your time, everyone. We hope you check out Nobody Saves the World when it comes out in early 2022.
Peggy 7.
When you're making a film, every piece has to work. The thing that you know about visual effects is if a shot fails, you lose your audience.
The world-class team at Weta have created stunning visuals using state-of-the-art suite of artist tools, and they have won 6 Academy Awards. Each Weta tool has been created to make the best way to create content for each specific need. These tools surprise every time with their power, their flexibility, their sophistication.
We've got years and years of visual effects experience that has been dedicated really towards creating films, like Lord of the Rings, like King Kong, like The Hobbit, like Avatar. Now we're hoping to see what other artists can do with this as we release these tools into the wider world.
Together, Unity and Weta Digital will bring these tools to not just VFX artists, but to game developers and artists across industries, and over time to millions of consumer creators. By putting this new pipeline into the cloud, we will be connecting every real-time 3D device available, creating a unified ecosystem, not just for gaming and movies, but the metaverse and beyond.
Their kind replaced ours. A span of ages passed, but to the eternal, it was swift as a sword stroke. They left us as children, but returned as gods. Then, the unthinkable, an empire collapsed. The Tenno vanished. In the chaos that followed, cutthroat divisions emerged. The Grineer, an endless army of clones. The Corpus, crazed plutocrats, and their technological monstrosities. The Lotus awoke the Tenno into this new era. She called them to protect a fractured system. Just as my kind had faced obliteration, so must the Tenno. Now, an old enemy threatens friend and foe alike. Our tenuous alliance must make a final stand. Fight together, or lose everything.
been blessed by the divine Rite. A free update introducing the Righteous Seer Rook alongside a flood of new features, items, and rewards. Take the battle offline and brace yourself for bigger and bolder challenges than ever before. Summon the exalted priest Seer Rook to your ranks, a grizzled harbinger of holy havoc. Call upon the sun's essence to create a beam of spiritual healing around you and your allies. And unlock the Zealous Reward, a powerful blast that decimates enemies while healing friends. The intimidating Blight Rifts expand their presence with more unique and dangerous challenges that will push your heroes to their limits. Band together your trio of heroes and set forth on your quest to claim a world lost to the Blight.
We are Blightbound.
Where are the birds? Big Brain Academy. Brain versus Brain. Rated E for everyone.
It shouldn't have come to this. But something is coming. Something terrible. I didn't want to be here. We must prepare, or we will all perish.
You can make tanks with the tank designer that are better than any tank that exists in the world. But the best tank in the world is useless if it breaks down on the way to the battlefield, right?
As part of No Step Back, we will be including a very varied tank designer, letting you customize the abilities of your armored vehicles. The scope of it is extremely impressive, and you should be able to reproduce any historical tank as well as investigate all manner of different tanks to fit your purposes. Alongside this, we're also including the ability to construct or recommission railway artillery. They will possess unique abilities for assaulting and taking down forts and entrenched enemies.
Well, the idea behind the tank designer is that, as the name implies, you design your own tanks. Fundamentally, you select a chassis, be it light tank, medium tank, heavy tank, and then you add modules to it like a gun or radio.
After the popularity of the ship designer, we felt it was a natural path towards including a tank designer with a lot of complementary tools for creating vehicles to focus on specific situations. Flame tanks, amphibious tanks, all manner of different things.
The railway guns are something to give you an extra punch against enemy fortifications or enemies that are very dug in. You can research armored trains, and from there you can research railway guns, build them, and then move them, as the name implies, through the railway system. You can attach them to armies, so they directly support armies in combat. If you're trying to push through the Maginot Line, for example, as Germany, having a couple of railway guns attached to your army really helps. The changes that the tank designer and the railway guns bring to the game is that it makes combat a lot more mobile, a lot more fluid. So we're hoping that it's going to make the actual warfighting, particularly on the Eastern Front, a lot closer to what happened historically.
Our community expect a great level of customization, and customizing your military is of course the most relevant to a military simulation or war game. We've really focused on bringing more tools to the player to be able to create their own identity for their military.
Pop from lowest to highest. Big Brain Academy. Brain versus Brain. Rated E for everyone.
You know what's the most beautiful sound in the world?
Oh, yes, well, of course. A string quintet playing a lovely classical aria.
Oh, so close! But how about something with a little more boom? I know some people prefer peace and quiet. Ooh, stop this infernal racket at once. I hate explosions. Wah! But this isn't just about making a bunch of noise. This is about music! And explosions. Lots and lots of explosions. That's me! I'm the Dean of Demolitions. Wait, I don't... Ah!
This is our most desperate hour. Unless we make a stand here and now, we're gonna die. Roll for initiative, suckers!
Woo! Glad to see you! Wow!
The Queen is missing. She went to the forest to bring the light back to the world.
I, Roland W., a knight of justice and cupcakes and stuff.
In that case, you gotta prove your badassitude because reasons!
So, you made it at last. Well, you're a bit too late to save your precious little queen, but hey, at least you get to die in unimaginable freaking pain.
You shall not!
Welcome, fine ladies, to your first session of Bunkers and Badasses! The power of fantasy.
The new era of creativity is really, something bigger than it's ever been before.
Unity's really been focused on this mission that the world's a better place with more creators in it. But what we see now is that there's a new generation of creators that are going to want to, imagine even more in rich 3D experiences.
Avatar or Lord of the Rings or Wonder Woman wouldn't have been possible without Weta's tools and the great artists behind them.
We knew that digital effects offered so much possibility for us to be able to create the worlds and the creatures that we were imagining.
Now we're taking those tools that we have created and handing them over to Unity to market them for the entire world.
Well, together Unity and Weta Digital can create a pathway for any artist in any industry who will now be able to leverage these incredible creative tools.
Now those tools will escape the Weta world and they'll be available to everywhere.
We see that being used in just about every industry you can imagine, from retail to medicine to film and TV and gaming, of course.
I think for a generation to come, Weta is going to be one of Unity's most important partners and probably our greatest source of inspiration.
Offering new and aspiring creatives access to Weta Digital's technology will be game-changing.
We're incredibly excited to continue that deep partnership where we work with them as they are working on their next movies, as they continue to sort of create. The real magic here is what both of us are each also independently great at.
What we do the best is what we make incredible VFX shots and animation clips for film and TV.
And we are going to be great at take all of that innovation and make it accessible to a much broader set of creators around the world.
Follow me, Mom.
Slow down, hold on.
Yeah, climb up the hill.
Oh my gosh, how'd you get so good?
When are you coming home?
I'll be there tomorrow. We're gonna have game night.
Okay, Christina, we're ready on stage for
Okay,
you.
I'll be right there. Honey, I gotta go now.
Bye, Mom. Have fun.
I love you, babe.
Love you.
Okay, bye. Hi, Bubba. Can't wait till you see what I'm cooking up.
When are you coming home? I miss you.
I'll be home sooner than you think. Guys, I'm home! Sammy!
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Maxie. Okay, guys. Here we go, Max. You ready for Super Elite?
I'm ready. I think I'm gonna win.
Oh, look, I got one. Summer's gonna beat us. Look at you. Summer got the highest score.
Summer won.
Staying close no matter how far I am. That's my way to play. Nintendo Switch.
Match the picture to the shadow. Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain. Rated E for everyone.
We've almost arrived at Cordona. We're back where we grew up. Do you recall clambering over these walls as a child?
The governor gave his speech there. I was extremely irritated by his lies. I shouted my opinions very loudly for everyone to hear.
Behold, Sherlock Holmes's famous adherence to justice was born here.
Mycroft was angry but calm. He led me away from the stage.
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
I hate to break it to you, officer, but it wasn't an accident.
Care to elaborate, smarty boots?
So what's your stake in this? You some sort of consulting detective?
Yes. I suppose you could call me that.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
Of course. Explanations are my favourite part of any conversation. The bottle of wine I found near the victim had been poisoned with cyanide. This is a rich boy's game, a way to fight off boredom. This is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that I was after a British noble who takes boxing lessons, and you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I know that you killed Thorne's crewmates, and I know why.
Wait, what's happening?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand.
What can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes.
Before you go, impress me. What do you see?
So, this is the world we made. Despite everything that we've witnessed, we just can't resist playing God. We fool ourselves into believing that if we could go back in time, we'd make better choices, wiser decisions. Maybe this time, we'd just let nature take its course and resist our compulsion to control it. But no, that's not in our nature, is it? Out here in the wild, chaos is in control, and chaos always finds a way. The question now is, where will it take us next?
Is this seat taken?
Oh boy. You think you can beat me?
I got the biggest brain in this house.
Papa, you have the biggest brain.
See, even your sister agrees. Levels. I'm beginner level, right?
No!
What? I'm pretty sure. Okay, fine, I'm advanced. Good luck, everybody. Hey. Oh. Oh.
Yeah!
Boom! You didn't even win.
VC beat you?
Okay, you know what? I think it's homework time. Oh, look at that. Kids winning. How can they keep beating you? Who are you?
You're Neil Patrick Harris.
What are you doing?
Practicing.
Oh, great. So all you're gonna do is play this game, night and day, until you finally beat the kids. Exactly. Let's do this. We demand a rematch. You think you're ready to try a challenging class? Come on, come on. Oh! No, 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 no! Yes! I am the winner of the
Will you come up big? Big Brain Academy. Brain versus Brain. Rated E for everyone. Only on Nintendo Switch.
With this newfound strength, I will defend those who fight alongside me. Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. It means going on the attack. The key to seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the meaning of battle and employing the right tactics to generate momentum. Fall in! Keep your weapon at the ready. You never know what's around the corner. Press the advantage!
And Oni!
The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant.
Arataki Ito. We've been trying to apprehend him recently.
People see Oni causing trouble again. That'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice you made!
Come on, men. We won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki.
A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. When it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke.
Ah, that idiot Oni. What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
There! It's showtime! Oh, coming through! Step aside. Ito's back in town.
You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye.
Shut up, would ya?
The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined. This mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries, a vast and terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
People are put off by the cold and don't realize that there is much to explore beneath the icy exterior.
Are you here to build a snowman too?
Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge snowman. It'll be a ton of fun. What's on your mind? You seem a little distracted.
Some of my alchemy notes are missing. We do not yet know the identity of our thief. Please take care.
Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be.
Oh no! Avalanche!
Albedo, what the devil do you think you were doing?
In the end, you belong to neither the light nor the darkness. You will forever stand alone.
Is not stopped, the Republic will fall.
The Force fights with me!
Godhood awaits. Go and claim it.
Tokyo has been completely overrun by demons.
If we want to save Tokyo, we have only one option left.
Algami, it's time!
So this is the power of the Nahovino.
Wrath.
The god of law has warred with the other gods since time immemorial. Such zealotry cannot be permitted.
The word of God is the only true path to save this world.
Tokyo is our city, and it's our duty to protect it.
Keep your guard up, young man.
Believe. Act without hesitation.
Peggy 3.